I feel like one of the biggest misconceptions about life is that a lot of people think that you need love to be happy. This is quite literally so far from the truth. If anything, there's so many other ways that you can be happy, but so many people don't realize that. So many people often find that love is the only way that's going to make them happy. And unfortunately, some people, I'm not saying everybody, but a good chunk of people will rely on whoever they're in a relationship with to provide them their happiness. And this, of course, is toxic and should never be the case in any situation. Relying on your partner for happiness, one, is too much pressure. And that means essentially that if you rely on them for happiness, the moment that anything bad happens between you two, and when that alleged partner splits from you, then you're going to have no source of happiness and you're going to be in a low point. And obviously, this whole idea of relying on your partner for happiness is just probably the worst way you could go about love. Unfortunately, myself having experience in this realm, I used to be, when I was a lot younger, somebody who, mainly because I didn't know any better and wasn't really experienced with love, I would often be like, oh, you're the only reason I'm happy. Or not stuff like that, but you make me so happy and stuff like that. And obviously, if your partner's making you happy, this is great. But your partner shouldn't be the only reason that you're happy. And honestly, if anything, love is a privilege. Love is not a right. You are not obligated to have somebody's heart. Love is something that is earned and something that takes lots of time to gain from somebody else. You cannot just jump into it and be like, oh yeah, this person, we love each other, she's mine forever, there's no one else for me, this is the only person that'll ever love me. And this is just so far from the truth, because another thing is that obviously that in life, you are not meant for one person. We live on a planet with 8 billion people on it. The chances that you are going to find somebody better than whoever you were with in the past, the chances of you finding somebody better are so far higher than they are being the opposite. But yeah, no. Love is not something that is required in your life. And if anything, I saw this quote one time, or not this quote, but it was more it was like a reel, I think. I don't know. It was on YouTube, and it was a short clip of Matthew McConaughey. Maybe I've talked about this before, but essentially he kind of accepted the idea that he might never find the one. He kind of let bygones be bygones in a way, and kind of just accepted and understood, okay, I might never find somebody that is meant for me. And that is okay. Because I have so many other resources and ways that I can be happy with myself. The only way you are going to find love in life is if you are truly content and happy with who you are inside. Because if you are not, if anything, you are going to get in with somebody and potentially be in a relationship with somebody who is attracting the same kind of energy as you, most likely, and you're going to feed off of that, and what you are going to do is essentially look for joy in that partner only, and only look for the benefits of a relationship, and only look for the things that are only the highs of a relationship, essentially. And this is a curse, if anything. It's like a virus in a way. In my honest opinion, from what I've experienced, and just my time in the game in general, I feel like a lot of people in life really are not ready for a relationship whatsoever. And this is due to a lot of reasons. A lot of it is kind of just toxic baggage, really. A lot of it is people bringing on stuff that is not taken care of from their past. Lots of trauma that eventually is shown amongst whoever they're with currently. And you won't see this for a while oftentimes, but eventually you'll get to know this person for who they really are. And when you find out who they really are, it's going to drag you down and it's going to take you into a terrible place as well. And in the end, it's kind of, like I said, it's like a virus. One person is infected with it, and then when that person is affected, eventually they're going to spread it to somebody else, and it keeps going and going and going and going. And I just feel like with the society we live in nowadays, this so-called virus is able to spread so much easier because people are only looking for the highs of a relationship, and they don't take care of themselves and get rid of their toxic baggage and actually treat their trauma and allow themselves to heal. Nobody understands the concept of healing anymore. Nobody really wants to take care of themselves and want to get better. They just think that the only way they're going to get better is with being with somebody else. Very rarely is it the case where if they jump into something with somebody new, that their problems will be solved. I guess this really only happens when, like, the only trauma or pain you have is not having somebody by your side. If there's other parts of you that aren't affected from whatever past you've had with somebody else, then I guess by all means jump into it. But do you know how rare that actually is the case? Do you know how often, like, that actually happens? It's like never, essentially. For that to happen, I feel like you have to have no feelings and you have to have no heart. And it's just not really possible. So please, if you take anything away from this video, it's that love is not the only way that can make you happy. There are so many other resources and places to put your happiness and to bring joy in your life. Love is not going to provide you your happiness. Relationships are not going to give you the joy you're looking for. So if you're looking on the market right now and you're out scouting for somebody new and you're doing this to give yourself, I guess, purpose in your life and feel a joy that's been missing for however long now due to some trauma that you might have that's not taken care of, look away for a second and look back at yourself. Take a look in the mirror and give yourself time to reflect on the pain that you're experiencing or whatever it is, whatever trauma you're dealing with, whatever baggage you have. Take care of yourself. Please, dear God, take care of yourself. Because if you don't and you jump back into something with somebody else, not only are you going to hurt them, but you're going to hurt yourself too. If you jump back into something with somebody new, all that's going to happen is you're going to feel worse about yourself. And your mental health is just going to spiral downwards and just plummet, essentially. If you don't take care of yourself, then I don't know what else to say except you allowed this to happen to yourself. And you can't blame others or point the fingers at anybody else here. There's nobody to blame but yourself. If you've let this happen to yourself, this is on you. There's no reason to be like, oh, this person made me crazy. This person took away my emotions. This person made it so I can't date anymore. No. You made yourself believe all those things. You made yourself essentially believe the idea that you can't fall in love ever again. You allowed yourself to believe that there is only one person in life that's meant for you. I'm telling you right now, if you felt something so strongly with somebody else, that is not the only time you're going to experience that. Love is something that occurs with everybody. Everybody has love inside of them. And right now, We live in a world, like I mentioned, with 8 billion people. Take a look around you for a second. Take a look around you. Go to your nearest supermarket, your nearest, I don't know, sporting goods store, I don't know. But take a look around. You can't tell me that in one of those places, there isn't somebody that you aren't attracted to. You can't tell me that there isn't one person that you are attracted to. It's not possible. There's always somebody out there for you. Let me just put it to you that way. So, if you've been heartbroken as of recently, 2 things for you. Give yourself time to heal, but also don't end your search for love. Put it on pause for now. Put your search for love on pause just for now, until you really feel like you've given yourself the time to heal. Give yourself enough time as well. And when the time comes, you'll know. Trust me. You will know when you're ready to get back into it again. But it's going to take time. You need to essentially feel like you've evolved as a person. You need to feel like you've really grown. And I mean really grown. And when you really feel that sense of growth within yourself, then your time has come, my friend. Get back out there and start getting after it again. But don't chase. Don't chase. Let it naturally come to you. Because it will naturally come to you. That's all I have for today. Stay blessed.